Out late again, huh?
It's been nice to see you out and about a little more often lately. Not just cooped up in here. How are you managing?
I'm managing. Those other shades don't know the first thing about haunting. And it turns out they've got dirt on everybody here. Including you.
Comforting to know the brunt of our resistance is enjoying themselves a good bit of gossip.
Oh, yeah.
No need to be concerned. Lord Moros, I have a friend who lives in the woods called Arachne. Long story, but she was on the receiving end of a powerful curse that changed her into a spider. Do you deal in curses at all?
I remember the case of Arachne. I didn't know what became of her after her metamorphosis, so it's interesting to learn that you are friends. But no, I'm afraid curses aren't my specialty.
You called it the case of Arachne. She was thought to be the greatest weaver in the world, greater than the gods, greater even than the fates. Unwelcome competition, perhaps.
Perhaps.
What? Look, you're right, I've never known what it was like before Kronos returned. You keep insinuating it was worse than now. How so?
Already told you, babe. Your father, my mother, whole inner circle, they got off bossing everyone around. Didn't give me space to spread my wings. Bunch of Olympus wannabes, but with mood lighting.
So you prefer living in a state of total disorder and constant mayhem to living under a principled set of rules?
That's a really good way to put it.
Got him, huh?
Nem, you care so much for mortal justice. Where's your passion for ours? Kronos took everything from us. You said we all should get what we deserve, right?
Well, that's the thing. If you knew anything about mortals, they had it better once, when Kronos ruled. Called it the Golden Age.
How splendid that must have been for them. If only Kronos could have been so generous with his sons and foster children. You think him being somewhat nice to some mortals makes up for what he did?
No. Look, what if this is what we deserve?
We deserve better than this, Nemesis. Living in shadows, denied our families. Don't you want justice for them? Fine. Wanted to say, I appreciate your counsel, Odysseus. You've been like a brother to me. Or an uncle? One of those. You'd know better than I.
Look, you don't have to tell me what it's like not having a family about. I spent a good-sized portion of my mortal days away from home. Had a war to fight. Got a little sidetracked after.
Sidetracked? Headmistress says that you spent many years at sea. Some of them in the company of goddesses at that.
Yes, well, by the time I finally returned, I hardly recognized my son and my wife. We lived out our mortal days together, and that was enough. I reckon they're comfortable somewhere below.
You haven't seen them? What happened?
Penelope and I drifted apart. Happens with mortals sometimes. And it happens with shades, too. As for my son Telemachus, he's his own man. Such is life. Or death, as it turns out.
Yes. Got these twin lures, Odd, and I can't exactly use them on my own. You know the rules.
Fishing. Oh, my greatest weakness, goddess. The waters and I have never mixed too well. But then, who am I to say no to you? Besides, I'm overdue for a short leave, I think. Let's go. Used to be I fished out of necessity alone. The earth would oft be stingy with her bounties, whilst the sea would yield plenty to us mortals if we knew where to look.
What's been the biggest difference for you since those times? Not having to eat for sustenance? Not having to watch your mortal body slowly fall apart as you grow older?
Well, you already know a couple of those points if for some reason we were tasked to make a list, but the biggest difference, if I had to choose, is that I finally am free.
You're free? But as a mortal, weren't you a king? A mighty warrior, leader of men, and a husband, and a father? Here you have a place of honor too, except we dwell in shadows. Our deeds are never to be told.
Well, we shall see about that last bit, but for the rest... perhaps I got all of the wanderlust out of my system whilst I lived and breathed. Most of it, anyhow.
Poseidon can't help you here, little fish. Oh, nice catch.
I prevailed.
I thoroughly enjoyed our outing, though I still thoroughly hate fish.
Oh no, not this again. Look, I forgave you for last time. Didn't mean it as an invitation to get me more of this stuff. Don't like owing anybody any favors.
Just take it and enjoy it, Nem. Besides, I heard you were looking for some more of our witch's poison. Nobody seems to appreciate it quite like you.
I'm honored to accept this, Princess Malinois. When the Fates first indicated that we'd meet, I asked them what I should expect, what you were like. Clotho smiled and simply said, "You'll see." I felt certain they were playing a prank.
You make me glad I don't have any sisters, Lord Moros. So, what would you have said in Clotho's place?
Oh. Perhaps I would have said, "She's a great witch and enchantress, the princess of the underworld, daughter to the goddess of spring and the lord of the dead. Though whatever you imagine her to be, she's more."
That's not bad.
Oh, hey. On the one hand, I really don't know what I did to deserve this, but on the other hand, I really don't care. It's mine now.
It most certainly is. And there's more in it for you if you keep on haunting this tent. Olympus, here I come. No holding back.
So, lumbering old Heracles is storming around down there, massing bodies of the dead in the name of the gods, is he? That one's as moody as a bull, and probably reeks even more. At least we have good help to lean upon.
Need a break from all the slaughter, just stand back. Far back. Stand clear.
We reunite.
There. You work, you get paid. Our fathers sure made a mess of things for us, didn't they, sister? Born to the mightiest of gods, yet living like outcasts. Like bloody animals.
It's Kronos that made a mess of things. If he'd have just stayed dead, we'd be at peace. And together with our fathers, no doubt.
Have you met our fathers? Sure, we're in the midst of an interminable war, but at least we're far away from them. Enough of this.
To you, Selene. I never feel lost knowing the moon herself is there to help me find my path.
You are most kind to honor me this way. It doubtless shall sustain my steeds and me on long nights such as these. You have our thanks.
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
My ride across the sky tends to be quite a solitary one. I have my steeds to speak to, yes, but it is not the same as when I have the opportunity to speak with you.
Gotta be kidding. Just wanted to be left alone. Moved to the countryside, quiet life of the shepherd and all. Only for you to drag me out of retirement.
I've done no such thing. I'm going to the docks. You're choosing to try and stop me when you could be tending to your sheep instead.
Oh, I'll tend to them all right. But in order to do that, I gotta tend to the likes of you first. Just like I used to in the good old days.
Fast asleep again. A gift.
Unfortunate livestock residing with the ravenous Cyclops seem to be unaware of the conditions under which they graze about and wander. Not exactly lost. At least, not yet.
The one they have to guide them is asleep. If this treat is to your liking, then it means we share a bond. We do. Your name is Tula, isn't it? Let us protect each other from now on. The Sigil of Frost.
Your uncle Poseidon created that watery chasm you see before you. I've half a mind to freeze it shut, though I fear our enemies shall cross it anyhow. And your voyage would only be more fraught.
Brought some for everyone.
Icarus.
How goes it?
Hello. You can fly wherever you want now, but I'm glad you didn't go so far I couldn't catch up. Here, in light of your godlike wings, a little gift.
Oh, come on. Just because I've been flying around near Olympus doesn't mean I get to feast like I'm from there. Well, maybe with your permission, eh? You know what? I've got something for you too.
Is this one of your inventions? Amazing. Thank you.
Something happened since the last time you were here. These ships, one after another, they all sank. Never seen these waters so calm. Did you?
Did I reach Kronos in my father's house and slay him? Yes. And did he then reconstitute himself, perhaps entirely negating whatever I achieved? Also yes.
I always knew you'd get him, Millie. Well, as you can see, his risen fleet has risen once again. Though sounds to me like you found one of its weaknesses.
How many tentacles does this thing have?
Hey, babe. Isn't this great, Trouble? Now, before I shoot you all to hell, I just want us both to take a moment to breathe, relax, really just appreciate all that we have.
These senseless fights with you, I cannot rightly say I appreciate them at all. Though, at least the moon is beautiful tonight.
That's the spirit. Now how about we stain that pale glow of hers in blood and ichor, huh? And we'll let the sea drink its fill for good measure. I thought that we were friends.
See you strive. For me.
The embodiment of strife has vanished, yet her influence remains, as earth and sea alike remain embroiled in a cataclysmic conflict she is keen to endlessly perpetuate.
Eris must be having the time of her life.
The heights of Mount Olympus loom so close, and yet the surface-scouring princess can go no closer for the moment, although it never hurts to try.
No! Return to Shadow now! How long was I out? Let's have a look around.
Charon. You, Nemesis, even Hypnos. Who else? Eris? It seems I was one of the last to know of these crossroads among the children of Nyx. Perhaps I ought to have stayed in better contact.
Come, Lord Charon. Your brother is our guest. And even if you did all drift apart, you're here together now. Moving forward.
Wait, how did you... No matter.
What now? Oskion Katoski.
What else?
Come, Saver. Unrivaled from heights of Olympus to depths of the sea. This'll take a little while.
With all your incanting as of late, I must needs caution you to not overextend. I know you want for every chant and glamour on the tip of your tongue, but they require space and time.
Using the cauldron doesn't drain me as once it did. Though I know I mustn't be reckless.
Indeed, lest your fair right hand come to match your left. Although perhaps that boy-shade Icarus would fancy you more if that were so. Been gone a while, hasn't he?
He has.
Oh, look.
Why don't I ever see you in the training grounds anymore? You used to let all your aggression out over there, but now it's like you're saving it for me.
Don't flatter yourself. Saving it for Kronos. And the training grounds increasingly are custom fit for you, in case you haven't noticed. From that altar to the weapons display.
I'm the only one who uses it.
Need my space.
Headmistress, I was wondering if you might accompany me to the springs for a short while, if you're not overly preoccupied.
Well, I do believe I could use a bit of a soak. I've more knots in my back than that tree. Let's be quick about it, then. These waters always seem to do the trick. But this is all right. Thank you for replenishing these waters. One of those details I had been meaning to get to, but alas.
You're very welcome, Headmistress. I appreciate your saying so, as I half thought you would admonish me for using magic and resources on this sort of thing.
Magic mostly is for self-improvement, Millenoi. Not a shortcut, mind you. And if an occasional scalding hot soak in the springs isn't self-improvement, then my concept of it must be very flawed.
I wish I could bring myself to relax. I feel like I'm wasting precious time while I'm here.
Time spent being good to oneself is never wasted, unless you overthink it overmuch. We are here. Seize the moment ere it passes. A shame we cannot cook indefinitely in those springs, but a brief dip is better than none at all.
Smells delicious.
Why do you keep doing this? You won, okay? You beat me. Before you even started. Last thing I need now is your sympathy.
Nemesis, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. We're surrounded by enemies out there. Do we really need more?
You're not my enemy, Millenoi. Just go.
Bye, Nem.
Such pitiable offerings as this are hardly worth my notice, witch!
No, but seriously, thanks. Nobody ever gets me anything. Besides you, I mean. That's nice, you know?
It's nice for me as well. Having you here as company means a lot, so it really is the least I could do. Tula, you made it. There's a good girl. Olympus calls.
You dwell in Erebus, don't you, sweetness? Last I had heard, the silk weaver Arachne dwells down there. Such fineries she made, but never showed her face up here again after she and Athena had a little spat.
Return to me again.
A little pain is all. This old place. You can sense my motive in giving you this. Sometimes we simply feel an impulse to express our admiration. Knowing how important your whims are to you, surely you understand.
The Olympians often demand tribute from their worshippers, do they not? Their custom, perhaps, but not mine. I merely ask that you honor our arrangement in perpetuity, though neither shall I reject your offering. Your ability to reach beyond the boundaries that the fates placed upon you proved inspiring to me. After some consideration, I discovered how to call upon you even from the surface of this world. I find it rather interesting there.
Good evening.
You're either good or ill fortune. Not yet made up my mind. Stand clear. Your turn! All dead. The spoils of war. Your blood runs red. You're not entirely a goddess. We truly get the best of both worlds.
You were born to a mortal mother, weren't you? My mother's half-mortal. Death itself is in our blood. But you're different.
Different. Neither god, nor mortal, nor shade. It's as you say. Death itself is in my blood. All mortals are born to die. I was born also to kill. Peace.
I have something for you.
O Moon, my steady friend through all these nights, I have for you this humble offering.
I am grateful for your generosity, though the kinship that we share is more than sufficient, and makes the lonely nights seem to soar by.
I draw you down, O Moon. Lend me your light.
Black-winged Eris has become an obstacle. She sometimes flies across my path, thus startling my steeds. I am the Eye of Night, yet cannot see much worth in her at all.
The barrier's weakening. All gathered by my father's statue.
The hunt is on.
You'll be out in no time, Shades.
Clean kill.
Something changed about my Chaos Boon.
Look at you, sister. Your brother once had us all convinced he was trying to fight his way to Olympus. Now none of us can believe you're trying to do it for real.
Hermes wouldn't have asked me to go if it wasn't important. Besides, I could use the change of scenery.
Then by all means. What a time that you're on your way up to the mountain while I'm on my way down to the underworld. At least we crossed paths.
There. just a craftsman's gift.
This is for you. Oh, to be an urgent bit of battlefield relief delivered courtesy of the feared boatman himself. Come on, we all have fantasies, gorgeous.
Heard you were back. Where do you think you're going anyway? No ship that sails from the docks back there is gonna take the likes of you. Come to think of it, lately we've had no ships at all.
The deathless fleet of Kronos is still out there in the waters of the Rift. Apparently, when one ship sinks, another rises to replace it from the depths. Drowned sailors for its crew.
You're pulling my leg. The dead can sail nowadays? I thought they were no good for anything but food. Might have to teach them to take on some of my household chores. My sheep.
Out cold.
My sheep.
Beyond this rift, the mountain of the gods.
On the outskirts of the city lies a makeshift dock, from which a vessel may cut through the channel across the land toward the mountain of the gods.
Looks like I'll need a ride. Take me away. Foes eliminated.
That rift of Thessaly could easily be turned to ice, you know. I'd like to see the enemy's fleet sail across it then. But I'm told we have to cool it with the cataclysms for a while. Mortals and their begging.
Dash of oil, drop of wine. Silk of spider, tooth of shark, ray of light, and mote of dark.
Driftwood.
Fang and feather, tuft of wool, dusky wing and horn of bull. Moly petals, I've a lot. Boil, simmer in my pot. You're just in time.
Hail, madam.
Good heavens, more for me? I'm unaccustomed to receiving gifts here on my little isle, though I'm pleased to try and get more used to it, if you must so insist.
Insist is a strong word, madam, but I would like for you to have this, yes. Perhaps it will help you perfect your own recipe, or while away a pleasant night, should one arise.
Our Lady Hecate would sometimes tell me of your progress, and let on that you are tuned to the altar of ashes at long last. How marvelous! For the Arcana have so much to offer us.
I couldn't agree more. Through grasping the Arcana, I've discovered strength I never realized I had. To think I used to use our altar merely to collect my thoughts.
Collecting one's thoughts is valuable enough. Mine own, at least, are prone to scattering. As for your innate strength and magical acuity, perchance we shall discover even more. Then you shall have it.
Next vessel. Back from the depths, I see.
See all those Kronos ships trudging this way, Witchy? Most of them already sunk before, over many times. They and their dead crews keep coming back to haunt us. Now that's some dedicated service, eh?
Looky who. Nothing's gonna change, except the number of holes you got in you. Oh, I'll get you for this.
Get out of here. In you go.
The underworld's guardian, Melenui, belongs not high above the surface, but below. Thus, having taken care of family business for the night, she vanishes before the break of dawn.
No! Return to Shadow now. Rise and shine.
Your father once was bearer of the fated list, you know. A housewarming gift, my sisters said. But Hades put it away, until your brother unearthed it from the archives and started using it himself.
I know Zagreus sought our mother. Perhaps the fated list helped him succeed. Come to think, I wouldn't have even been born if he hadn't. Wait, how did you end up with the list after that?
It wasn't until rather recently. The Fates sent me to retrieve the list from your father's house. Kronos would be absent, they said. And they were right. For when I returned, they were gone.
That's when he got them.
Yes.
Is this what you want, Eris? To have our aimless clashes, only then to sneer at one another here again and again? Such a worthy cause.
Who are you to say what makes a worthy cause? 'Cause yeah, I happen to be quite alright with everything. It's genuinely been a real blast.
You're unbelievable.
Thanks, Trouble.
Plenty of room to grow. How was it sailing through the rift of Thessaly, goddess? Sometimes I long for my past days and nights at sea. And probably since I've forgotten just how miserable it was.
I feel I could remind you at this point. Kronos has this vast fleet of ships drawn from the very depths, drowned crews and all. I had to commandeer whichever craft I could.
A proper nautical experience then, fraught with danger, mystery. I feel a little envious of those drowned crews. After I died, I thought my sailing days were done.
Well, Kronos could probably use more sailors after what I did to them.
Put in a good word for me, would you?
I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable with the nectar from before. It's just, I've always looked up to you, and I'm doing the best I can.
Don't sweat it. Had myself a little drink the other day, and it didn't poison me as far as I know, so we're clear.
Want any more? Lord Moros, would you accompany me to the springs again sometime? And by sometime, I mean, are you busy now?
I feared you'd never ask again, Princess. I've longed for the warmth of the springs since last we visited. Oof. I surely can get used to this.
Your relationship with the Fates sounds like it must have been a complicated one. You've never been on your own, have you?
I haven't. They're my sisters and my elders. I grew up under their watchful eye, and I'm more than their brother. I was their guardian. But I couldn't protect them in the end. Perhaps they always knew I'd fail them, and loved me anyway.
You can't go thinking like that. You had one of the most important responsibilities in the world. The Fates are as all-knowing as they come, aren't they? Then it stands to reason there wasn't anybody better suited for the task than you.
Princess, would you just let me wallow in my misery a bit? No, wait. Forget it. It's gone. A mighty incantation on your part just now.
Anyway, I know you love your sisters, but the circumstances being what they are, perhaps some distance will be good for you.
Perhaps. These springs are good for me. Of that, I have no doubt.
Nor I.
I think I really needed that. And always wonderful to have your company.
Well, would you look at that? How could I possibly say no? It seems you found my weakness here, goddess.
The great tactician has no weaknesses, I'm sure. Though he does now have an extra bottle of nectar. Hey, I know there's an extraordinary likelihood you're going to say no, but I've an extra special poison bottle here, and thought maybe we could split it at the taverna, you and I.
So damn polite. Well, it's less excessive if we split the bottle, I guess. You know what? Whatever. Sure. Come on, say it. Got your ass kicked. By me. Think that was when I first thought I had a chance. That Hecate would pick me. If I could take you just like that a few more times.
You're a monster, Nem. I practically started to fear having to spar with you. But the best way to get stronger is to train against a stronger opponent.
Maybe that's why I've been stagnating. We don't get to fight like we used to. Makes me sick even thinking about it.
Wait, you stand around thinking about how we used to spar? Should I be flattered or afraid?
Finish your half of the damn poison already. Don't have all night to sit around and stroke your ego. I swear, mortals take after our worst qualities.
I wasn't being serious. Though, maybe I'm more self-centered than I realize. I am part mortal on my mother's side.
Makes you different, I will give you that. Now come on, I gotta get back. Else Hecate might catch us making nice, and then neither one of us will hear the end of it. I can feel the poison starting to kick in. You'd better get your ass out of here before I keel over.
It'll be our secret. Through Athera. Aphrodite.
Oh, you must have visited the springs once more. It's that refreshing glow about you, love. I wonder with whom you've been bathing. I'm sure little birdie shall inform me soon enough.
They got through. Huh.
Are you on your way here to us, Flower? A journey that your mother made many a spring, but at a different time, whilst not beset by thuggish followers of a despicable titan.
Good evening.
Great Eye of Night who watches over me. May your brilliance always shine across the world.
The customary gifting of the gods. I am becoming fond of this cycle. Some traditions of Olympus may be worth adopting after all.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Here in the sky, I am immune to earthly troubles, such as having to share living space with the goddess of retribution. Nemesis never treated me as a sister. She inherited only her mother's strength.
Heracles.
Much as I'd love to have ourselves a chat, I'm on the job. Better get to work. There. You work, you get paid.
You seem to know the boatman pretty well. Worked together before?
I've had occasion to visit your realm in the past. The boatman is my supplier. And evidently yours as well. Buying up all the merchandise.
Stay strong, son of Zeus. Did you enjoy your nap?
Hey, what's your beef with Kronos anyhow? He wants to change stuff up a bit, so what? Life's hard up here. It could be easier.
It won't be. That town back there, as you call it, would have been bustling with mortals. Now it's a festering necropolis. All thanks to the Titan.
My sheep, they're glad to be alive. No complaints. But individuals like you got too many ideals. Best I eat you and be done. Why you?
That'll show him. Ah.
When the armies of Kronos marched on Olympus, mighty Poseidon split the very land asunder, and so the gods contend with naval forces now.
Not a mistake, an opportunity.
All right, Sunshine. What do you say we cut the song and dance and set you up with something positively brilliant this time? See here.
Ginger roots and cypress twigs. Little seeds and bigger fronds. Stones from rivers, moss from ponds. Heap of soil, chip of stone. Harpy feather, knuckle bone. Hoof of pig and fur of hound. Brew a potion safe and sound. It's you!
Madam Cersei.
Something felt different just as you arrived. It's moly, isn't it? And quite a lot, as I perceive. You need no such protection in this place. A miracle it does not interfere with your own craft.
I have been gathering what moly I can find in Erebus. It has its uses, to be sure, though in my purse it doesn't bother me and remains fresh. You have an aversion to it, and here I thought that every plant and herb had earned your love.
Some earn my caution sooner than my love. Moly has a stifling effect I care for not at all. So much so that I have learned to negate it. As you have no need of its powers here, it shall do neither of us any harm. Though do be careful, little miss. Isn't it marvelous?
I feel a little off.
How's your evening going?
Icarus! Come on.
Got you something?
Hey.
That last note you got me was so good. Can't even imagine what it would have been like while I was still alive. Wasn't going to ask for another, but since you're offering...
I'm offering, so here. Maybe it's even better now that you're Shade. You mortals had to eat and drink out of necessity, but nectar helps fulfill a different kind of need.
The wretches on these ships don't have their wits, but they hit hard. I know you're good and everything, better than good. It's just, if things go bad, what happens to you then?
The first thing Headmistress taught me was how not to give in. If my strength is failing me, I use it to return to Shadow whence I came. Almost a reflex at this point.
And then at the crossroads, you're up and about by the following night, raring to go. Too bad you can't return to Shadow back to where you left off.
Hungry for more, Charybdis?
Lost my train of thought, cousin. For Aphrodite here, she doesn't seem to understand the meaning of a private conversation. Lady, would you care to join us then?
Oh, dear Apollo, yes, I always care to join your conversations, especially the private ones. And is there any who could blame me? Love and sunshine go together, after all.
If only you could fly, babe. But you can't. And I can't let you out of here. Want more? How could you do this to me, babe?
She started it. There.
To feel again the stable earth beneath her feet replenishes within the princess of the underworld her nearly limitless resolve, as her objective finally draws near.
Mount Olympus. There it is ahead.
From the summit of Olympus, Titan-slaying witch Melinoe regards the world to which the gods lay claim, and she decides this precious world which we all share is perfect, just the way it is.
What? Return to Shadow now. I've seen you here alone more often lately, Odd. You miss Penelope, don't you? And your son, what was his name? Telemachus.
Ah, Goddess, you may see through most of us shades, but your empathy for me is a bit misplaced. Penelope, Telemachus, and I... we're cordial with each other still, but... how to say this without sounding callous?
Please speak your mind with me. I'm certain you're not callous.
My mind wanders not to matters of family, but to the sirens' blasted song. I scarce got to hear it even once whilst navigating through their waters. I wanted desperately to cast myself into the sea just for a better listen.
The siren's song? You can't expect me to believe that Scylla's incessant drivel is the source of the great tactician's concerns of late.
Now, spare me the ridicule. I'm dead serious about this. You weren't with me on the surface there and wouldn't understand.
Seemingly not.
One step closer. We have a bit of a personnel problem with our Circe the Enchantress. Her isle is poised to survey our enemy's fleet, reports of which ought go directly to Odysseus, except they go to me.
A gap in communication. By your leave, Headmistress, I can notify her of the proper protocol when next we meet.
You shall not speak of this to her at all. I raise the point so you can be aware. Circe has long been a valuable asset and ally. Your visits to her isle may help keep it that way.
Understood.
Did it again. Even Mother Nyx's weapons favor you. Always thought the Nocturnal Arms would wake for me first. Guess the Fates had other ideas.
I think the Fates had you covered. You're the bearer of Stygius, vanquisher of heroes, gods, and titans.
Seems it was due for a long break.
I ought to be the one honoring you, Goddess. My inclination is to save this for the moment of our victory, but it's good to have in reserve in case of some emergency, you understand?
I understand indeed. And you already honor me with your friendship, Odysseus, as well as with your knowledge about how to deal swift death. Hey, if you're not busy, up for a little visit with me to the riverside? I've got a twin lure we could use right here.
Don't know that I'll be doing you much good, between my inability to use a rod of fishing and my inability to keep quiet, but hey, you asked for it. This is gonna be so fun. Seems like an awful lot of trouble for some weird fish. Anytime swim time's over. Ha, you tricked a fish.
It's something, all right.
Well, that definitely was a thing that happened. Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Unfinished business here.
So did you try my nectar recipe, sweetness? I'm certain it'll win over just about anybody in your capable hands. No need to let me know how it goes. I have my ways of finding out.
This is for you.
I bid you shine for me again tonight.
Here, my light yields no greater strength than you experience below, for I give all I safely can wherever you reside. To be dependable and constant is my charge.
Onion? What else? Mandrake essence? Dead coral? Garlic? One of these? Splash of oil? Lizard tail? And there. Returned to my abode. Another nectar bottle you can spare on my behalf? Oh, this shall be a splendid compliment with several much less pleasant ingredients, whose aroma this ought to disguise.
I shudder to think what concoction you have in mind, though trust you shall make use of that in service to our cause. How long have you resided here, Lady Medea? I thought all our forces fled once the city was overrun, but you seem rather comfortable.
Oh yes, all the death and panic made for many vacancies. I slipped in through the shadows soon after the city fell and remained, practicing, observing. Great Hecate has eyes upon the surface everywhere. As you desire.
Thank you.
So mote it be. Seek vengeance, sorceress.
What is it now? You know who's disrespected me like this? Nobody. Nobody took my sheep. Took my eye.
Nobody took your eye? You must have lost it. I'll keep an eye out for it. I mean...
Nobody's gonna pay for all that someday. But you're gonna pay right now. Metaphorically, I mean. I'm not gonna take your money. Just gonna eat you. Bones and all.
Eat that.
You look like you've a taste for blood. Come get your fill for now. Prepare. Olympus! Your cut of the glory. You never saw me, I never saw you. Scoot. All right then.
Enough of this.
You're making haste, Flower. I'd swear that you were graced by swift Hermes himself. Except he must be too busy keeping watch over our enemies to be of much benefit to you.
The boatmen on the river Styx.
How fares your voyage here, Sunshine? If only we could whisk you over with more godlike means, but the skies are as treacherous as the waters, as I suspect you've noticed.
Bones for the broker.
Trouble. So, ready to get shot all the way back to hell, Trouble? Oh no, not again, not again!
Once fearsome witch Melinoe surpasses all the many foes standing between her and the summit of Olympus. A most extraordinary thing occurs. But all those in attendance made a promise not to tell a soul.
No! Return to Shadow now.
You know how late it is?
To your success. There's so much here for me to learn. Lady Hecate has been generous enough to teach me something of the herbal ways and of your craft. An everlasting pursuit. I'm getting a late start.
You wish to become a witch, Lord Moros? Maybe I can give you some pointers sometime.
Oh, I would welcome that.
Hooray. Got me fair and square again, Trouble. More than a couple times. Starting to think maybe I'm losing it, you know?
Oh, you poor thing. Please, let me cheer you up so you'll proceed to fight against me even harder than before.
You mock me when I'm vulnerable. Fine. But don't expect to cry on this shoulder when things take a turn for the worse when it comes to your stuff. Out of my face.
Well done.
I'd not expected Lady Medea to be stationed in Ephira still, Headmistress. To think even a witch of her experience wasn't able to prevent the city's fall.
It was not her responsibility to try. Medea was there to blend with the locals. It seems she's even more successful at it now, with most of them deceased. I trust she aided you in her own way.
That she did, yes. When last we spoke in the taverna, I didn't mean to shame you for your musical tastes. I just had no idea that Skilla could be taken seriously by anybody, much less you.
Think nothing of it. Siren music's an acquired taste. Acquired by all those who sailed in their vicinity whilst I was home. Incessant drivel, though, that's all you think it is?
Well, perhaps I was a bit uncharitable in my assessment. It's just, I have trouble separating my disdain for the performer from the quality of her craft.
It must be very catchy, eh?
Aye. I was thinking of putting these purifying salts to use, Headmistress. Call it a cleansing ritual. Would you accompany me?
A visit to the springs ought to rid us of unwanted thoughts for a while. Let us be cleansed together, then. Let us regain our strength. We're like two nettles boiling in a cauldron, aren't we?
I remember bathing in this spring when I was very small. You would ask me never to splash your hair, and I would do it anyway. You were so tolerant of me.
Well, now at least you know the reason that your training was so rigorous. There came a point when even my vast tolerance for all your splashing finally wore thin.
Wait, you trained me to the height of my ability as a witch because I got your hair wet?
It was either that or transform you into a newt or something. Come off it, Milinoe. You are entirely too serious sometimes.
A lesson I've been unable to take to heart, Headmistress. I suppose it's been a while since we talked like this.
Yes, well, that's growing up for you. And present circumstances haven't helped either. This blasted hot spring got all covered up with moss and had been stagnant, I don't know how long. Being here again, it takes me back.
Do you think we'll be able to keep the moss from reclaiming this place again?
I'll watch the moss, you watch the splashing. Deal?
Deal.
Much better. Sometimes I think that hot spring could raise the dead.
Oh, I see what you're up to here, Goddess. If you continue to exploit my weakness to this stuff, I may yet learn to turn it to a strength. Good plan.
What can I say? I learned from the best. May you grow stronger and stronger. I know you require only gold, my lord. Nevertheless, I wanted to give you something more. I've always found your commitment to the realm and to your discipline inspiring. To the mountaintop. Cold up here.
Oh, I know more and more about you, love. My little birdies tell me everything. They're everywhere, and like nothing better than to keep me well apprised. They're happy when I'm happy, and I'm happy being in the know.
Coin for Charon. Let us together shine this night, O moon.
You have grown quite familiar with my hexes, little star. By now you must have a particular favorite or two. Perhaps you shall continue to discover new dimensions in them all.
It's Poseidon. I heard so much about you, Uncle. But you're not just very strong. You're generous as well. I am grateful, and would give you this.
Oh, little niece, how thoughtful, but deeply unnecessary. Yet now I'm feeling generous, so here, this one's for you.
Well, this is quite a catch.
Remember how I said that we don't ever fight with one another on Olympus, little niece? Well, that might have been a slight exaggeration on my part, but I stand with Hera on this one. We think your efforts are best spent up here. You again.
You said nobody took your eye before, as well as your sheep. How did you lose them then?
Nobody played a dirty trick on me as Al. Plus the sailors thought they could get away with my sheep. So I ate a couple of them. The sailors, that is. But nobody got me when I wasn't looking. Then he got away.
And you've sought vengeance on this nobody ever since?
Oh, not me personally. Someday somebody's gonna get nobody for what he did. So I am gonna get you right here and now. I'm out.
Nap time. Good find.
You bear the blessing of Poseidon. Surely such a loud and blustering god must have more than sufficient might to back it up.
You wretches. Change of course?
Good tidings! Surprise! You are the fortunate recipient of my almighty boon, which means the legions of Kronos are in for an even bigger surprise. And not the good kind.
The foremost ship. Perseverance is what got us to this point, my lord. May your resolve never waver. Whenever mine does, I take comfort knowing I have such dependable allies.
Hey. Can't always stop you, but I can always slow you down. Yeah. I thought that we were friends.
Remember that.
Night-wandering Millennium by now has traveled very far indeed, accomplishing her goal such as she can. Strangely enough, however, her return trip truly takes no time at all.
Return to Shadow now. Not good enough.
Took you long enough.
I'm fine, really.
It's my job, Moros. Simple as that. No one else wants to do it. No one else can do it.
But the retribution you see fit to dole out, how can you be so certain that decisions about such consequences are yours alone? The Fates have quite a bit of say in it as well.
What, you think I'm just another mindless puppet our sisters are pushing around? Come on. Their prophecies are vague because they don't really know what's coming.
Even if that were true, the burden of choosing who deserves what, I wouldn't want to bear it on my own. Otherwise, my judgment would have to be perfect at all times. Yet we are fallible beings.
Speak for yourself.
I was.
Have you had opportunity to glean much from the Book of Shadows yet, Millenoi? Our task shall take you far beyond these crossroads. You've much to learn as yet.
As I begin to have insights into my experiences, the book reveals more. Are they your teachings within, Headmistress?
Not mine alone, though heed them anyway.
I know it's a difficult time, Headmistress, but just in case, would you be interested in joining me for a brief while at the hot springs?
As much as I would enjoy basking in the springs, I've incantations to complete, wards to reinforce. No, I cannot. Not now.
Heading up. I call upon the moon and draw you down.
Another night now beckons, and I shall cast such shadows as to bring you strength and comfort, each in turn. Choose well the magic that shall be of greatest benefit.
You've been so sheltered there, sweetness. Why, mortals, they don't even know your name. Not one temple erected in your honor. Not yet, at least, so you just stick with me.
Good evening.
Keep letting Olympus toss you around, and someday you'll be just like me. They come. Enjoy the show, you gods. Call it even. You blasted gods and goddesses are all alike. We're done here.
Are you the one responsible for that spectral barrier at the city gates? It has the markings of Kronos all over it. And you seem to be the extra backup in case it fails.
Oh, that thing, yeah. I knew it never hold. But they keep fixing it anyway. Almost like somebody out there don't want you here. So tired.
Good night. There.
Look at what I found.
A bit of solid ground.
Morning dew and fingernail. Heap of soil, chip of stone, harpy feather, knuckle bone. Fang and feather, tuft of wool, dusky wing and horn of bull. Bask in moonlight, all of you, till you be this witch's brew. Come, don't be shy. Aha! I knew you would arrive just now, Puppet. No innate gift of foresight required, merely intuition and my crystals hereabouts. Have you incorporated any into your routine?
Well, I've learned to see into our pitch black stone. I used to think that it was there to help make us unseen, but it has other potent uses too. Crystals, so full of potential.
Mother Gaia's multicolored bounty. Oh, I sometimes envy that you live beneath the earth where crystals and gemstones grow in abundance. Each has its special properties suggested by a single touch. Oh, how brilliant they all are. Bless you, Poppet.
Behold that ancient isle on which a great enchantress plies her trade, amid such flora and fauna as have come to welcome her as one of their own.
It feels so safe and peaceful here. Steady now.
Hey, hey.
Special delivery.
I have arrived. You must have sensed it was my blessing you received, young lady. That energy, that electricity. Why, I'm afraid there's just no hiding it.
There's a touch of moonlight about you, Flower, as though Selene lights your way. Would that the moon concerned herself with more than her path across the sky.
Heads up, Melly.
He's back.
Sorry to interrupt. As a mortal kid confined to a tower, I was relatively well provided for, but this... I know better than to envy the gods, especially with what they're going through lately. But they definitely know their drink.
The gods have always lived well, but your own life was so short and difficult. You must still have a lot of making up to do, and I thought maybe this could help.
Been flying for a while now. At first, it brought me back to the terror I felt as a kid. Those final moments. I wanted to put myself through them again and again. Don't know why.
Icarus, you were young and you made a mistake. What's the use torturing yourself for it for all eternity? I thought you wanted to learn to fly to prove yourself to your father.
Come on, Melly. I'm never going to prove myself to him. But something happened as I kept trying to use my wings. I started to like it. Seeing from a different point of view.
You look so in your element up there. I always believed if I could make you whole again, perhaps some night we'd learn to fly together. I still want to feel what it's like.
You've no idea how much I wanted that too. But it was something I had to do on my own. I'd love to take you up with me now, but yeah, shades and goddesses don't mix.
Got here first. So maybe I can't kill you, Trouble, but I sure can try. No! You're making a mistake!
Much better.
Such unimaginable sights await the surface-voyaging princess as she ascends the heights of Mount Olympus that, to our mortal minds and senses, why, they simply cannot be described.
No! Return to Shadow now. Oh.
Yeah? And just what do you think you're gonna do about it there, Nemi? Can't just have it out with me in the middle of your little crossroads.
Can't do anything about it here, but might run into you out there, snooping around, and then you won't get any special treatment. Just another target.
Nemesis, how could you be so cruel? You're my sister! We don't have to fight. And besides, what makes you think you'd ever catch me? You're too slow.
We'll see.
You'll see.
And, that's the end of my report this time, madam. Should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to summon me at any time.
I I shan't, Odysseus. Although there is one further matter that I wanted to discuss with you, and rather quietly.
Certainly, madam.
Say, Dora, would you mind accompanying me over to the baths? I'd hate to think they aren't haunted.
Do I want to float aimlessly in some near boiling water? Do I ever? What are we waiting for? Wonder if I was ever shy about this kind of stuff.
You still can sense something of the water's warmth, can't you, Dora?
Well, I can see all the steam rising, which I associate with warmth, so I guess it kind of tricks me into thinking warm thoughts.
That doesn't sound so bad. Though you do remember what warmth was like then, from your mortal days?
Not really, no. I guess I've just heard so much about it. It's like I've experienced it myself.
Oh.
Well, that was basically like floating around in your tent, though I appreciate it nonetheless.
Athera awaits.
Among all of Lord Zeus's kin, you've still yet to encounter Ares, The god of war has been quite busy, what with everything of late. There are those who question his motives, but not I. I long simply to find out where he is.
A boon. Uncle Poseidon, it is an honor to have earned your blessing, especially for all the battles still to come.
Well, I'm left to wonder who it was that taught you such good manners, niece. You're like a proper little lady. I'm impressed. You braved the waters in the Rift of Thessaly. A nautical experience not for the faint of heart. Fraught as it is with deathless ships hell-bent on your family's destruction, may you have smoother sailing there next time.
Ghastly thing. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
The sea god's strength already flows through you. Poseidon holds that he alone controls the tides. For this I cannot blame him. He does not know or understand my influence.
Onward.
We meet again. I do believe this was a veritable blessing in disguise. It could have just as soon been any other member of the clan, so you are very fortunate indeed.
Please accept this, Great Aunt Hestia. Your generous support means a lot to me. I know there's so much I can learn from you.
Come on now, I've nothing much to teach. You seem a recluse, much the same as I, besides, although a looker still. But it's been nice to have made your acquaintance. Well, look at you, hot stuff. You made it to the surface after all. I figured that you might. It's maybe even colder here than down below, but that, at least, we can fix right away, I think.
Really?
You know, if you've been having trouble sleeping, there's got to be a better solution than these repeated drubbings from me.
I tried a lot of stuff. Sleeping on a full stomach, sleeping on an empty stomach. Nothing worked, but this works just fine for now. Lights out.
All tired out.
You made it. Just when I was starting to feel a little bored, along comes trouble. No, come on, wait.
she never learns. A golden apple.
The summit of Olympus is a hallowed yet precarious locale, and so the underworld princess, unaccustomed to such rarefied terrain, decides to take the last leg of her journey very, very slow.
Return to Shadow now. No.
Oh, finally.
No need to be concerned.
If you don't mind me asking, Princess, have you ever died before? Not in the mortal sense, it's just... You seem to have exceptional tenacity in moments most gods couldn't endure.
I cannot afford to lose my grip on consciousness out there. Headmistress taught me always to return to shadows with my final bit of strength. I learned the hard way, but I learned.
It shows. Remarkable to have met someone equally as comfortable with death as well as life. I practically see it in your eyes.
It's not a big concern.
We missed you here. You always reminded me of your father, Millenoi, but lately you remind me of your mother, more and more. Concern for others that you sometimes show. It can be an exploitable weakness.
I would never put any such concerns ahead of the task, Headmistress.
See that you don't. Although my remark was not intended as admonishment, it was my honor to have known your family. Even if merely from the shadows.
They'll be avenged. Lord Moros, I wanted you to have this either way, though if you're not too busy at the moment, would you care to share it with me at the taverna? I know this is sudden, it's just... I'm past due for a little break.
Princess Millenoi, it would be my pleasure. Would you please lead the way?
So it can be a lot, of course. I don't know what's the better source of motivation. Those completely certain I'll succeed in everything, or those completely certain that I'll fail.
I have the same thought pattern frequently. The fates, they could anticipate the outcomes of my efforts and would chastise me sometimes for small mistakes I'd yet to make. It wasn't always as encouraging as intended.
Then where did you find the strength? Your responsibilities sound like they must have been a lot.
It all simply became a force of habit at some point. You practice a skill to a level of proficiency, then fear letting it go. Fear you'll never be as capable at other things.
I wouldn't have expected Doom himself to harbor such misgivings.
Well, perhaps I should have been born as fear. So then where do you think it comes from? Your source of motivation for your task?
I've decided it comes from the thought of finding more of this ambrosia out there. This is good.
I very much enjoyed your company, Princess. And thank you for the drink. I trust we'll have more opportunities like this.
I trust so too.
Look at him all peaceful. Not a care in the world. Could you imagine?
He's beautiful. He has this wisdom about him, even asleep. Nyx must have taught you all so much.
Not really. Hypno served in the House of Hades under Mother's care. Ran into him now and then, though. He ever wakes up? Hope I can be there when you finally meet.
Thank you, Nem. Break the siege.
You've met many of us now, but not yet proud Athena, I presume. Apparently she's too busy defending our front lines. Take no offense. She's not the goddess of good manners, after all.
You don't know who you're dealing with. Pylon destroyed. I look forward to meeting your replacement. Queen Hera, out of all the matters you could be attending to, you've chosen to aid me. I am honored, and would honor you in kind.
Is there a wedding date that I should know about, or are you merely being generous with me? In any case, when I'm offered to, there's always a catch, so here.
You truly needn't have, Your Majesty.
You came closer than ever to our mountaintop. I hoped, perhaps, that we could meet at last, but we've more pressing matters to attend to now, the both of us.
Him again.
Well, don't just stand there, sister. We've a war here to perpetuate. Stand clear.
You'll be out in no time, Shades.
There. Call it even. You have her blessing, then. Just like that, she gave you her strength. Her approval.
You mean Hera? Of course she did. We're all on the same side. More than that, we're family.
Family. It figures that Her Grace the Queen presides over the entire concept. Marriage, birthing, and the like. Curses, in a charitable form. Enough of this.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
There is one god whose swiftness far surpasses any steed's. And he has granted some of it to you, I see. I caution you not to make too much haste. Steadfastness is the key to victory.
Beetle wing. Air bladder. Silver. Marrow. Maggot. Grave soil. Bone dust. Give it a stir. And now we wait. Fear not. One always could see plain your talent, sorceress. But truth be told, I thought your heart would be a liability. Perhaps, however, I was wrong in that.
I'm thankful for your faith in me. My heart is never so assertive that it would lead me astray. Or so I tell myself anyway.
Glorious Hera has opted to lend you her power, if my senses don't deceive. Your family of hers and come to her defense. Perhaps she shall be favorable to you.
She has been this far. I know the gods can take care of themselves, but we seem to have a mutual understanding and a shared interest at the moment.
How mercenary. And the proper posture with the gods, I think. You needn't second-guess my aid. Great Hecate wills it, so it shall be yours. So mote it be.
I'm grateful, milady.
That should do it. A pox upon our enemies.
You some kind of deathless goddess of the underworld, you said. It seems you'd be better off staying on your side of the fence.
I'm here to pay my relatives a visit. You just keep getting in the way. Almost as though violence better suits you than the shepherd's life.
Why, you're a real thinker for a slice of meat. Just because I'm retired don't mean I don't want to work up an appetite no more, does it now? Mighty sheep.
Hermes, at your service.
Aunt Hesty has arrived. Having my boon just stuffed into some unmarked sack, I swear. Halfway surprised it didn't burn right through. Sometimes it isn't easy getting hold of you, you know.
You inherited your mother's flaxen hair, and seemingly her force of will. Greenery would burst to life for her. The dead would too, if but they could. Within the reaches of my heart not yet grown cold, I know she still is safe.
Ginger roots and cypress twigs. Silk of spider, tooth of shark, ray of light and mote of dark. Cotton plant and shard of flint, cherry pit and sprig of mint. Moly petals, I've a lot, boil, simmer in my pot. Welcome back. I have seen neither hide nor hair of that Medea as of late. Her charge was far less pleasant than my own, having to watch over that ghastly tan. I worry she's developing bad habits practicing in such a place.
I've seen Lady Medea recently. She seems rather comfortable in Ephira, in spite of what's happened there. Though she always had such a singular interest in curses and the necromantic arts.
Since she was old enough to think for herself, yes. To fend for herself, I should say. She may be my niece, yet she was always far more interested in our blood's other properties. At least she hasn't put a curse on me, as far as I can tell. Our Lady protect you.
Felt that for sure.
The sweet and pungent aromas emanating from the cauldron of the witch enchantress Circe suggest the depth of her ability, whether as a practitioner of ancient arts or as a cook.
I can breathe freely here. Good seeing you again.
Hate to do this to you, babe, but oh, who am I kidding? I'll get you for this.
She started it.
And so, under the watchful eye of night, unseen Millenoi gains the very top of Mount Olympus, where such revelry occurs that subsequent events this night are rather murky still.
No! Return to Shadow now. Oh, get up, Mel.
Thank you so very much for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment and a like down below. And feel free to subscribe to my channel. And also check out my Patreon page in the description below if you want to support my channel, so I can keep doing more story videos like this one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.